Today is the birth story of somebody that a lot of you know, Timothy Joseph Alvarez, known as Timmy, or Timmy Fell Down the Well. And I'm going to tell you something. His birth story should have been an example of what he was going to be. It should have opened up our eyes to see and know who we had in our midst. Because, okay, so I had 3 girls, right? No boys. And it would have been fine to have another girl because, you know, I love kids, and it's not like I was one of those Irish people who had all the girls and expected the boy or whatever. Oh, forgive me for saying Irish, because maybe they're not like that. Or I've heard of these stories, you know what I mean, and then they keep going until they get the boy. We would have loved to have 7 kids, but like The Sound of Music, my favorite. But God gave us 4, and we're happy because we started out old. Anyway, so what happened was, if there are 15 months between Sarah and Timmy, and his birthday is June 5th, 94. And so what happened was, oh no, I'm not gonna go there yet. Okay, first of all, I was miserable. I don't know, I had never experienced that with any of my other pregnancies. I don't know what was going on inside of me. Maybe it's because when he was born, all right, my firstborn was 7 pounds 7 ounces, my second was 8'7", my third was 8'12", and my fourth, Timmy, was 9'7". Maybe that's why I was miserable. But anyway, and okay, so I'll get to that in a second. Okay, so what happened was, I was hot. I was not hot like beautiful. I was hot like I could not stand even my own body. And so the thing is that I made Jose, poor Jose, he's been through so much with me, but I was the pregnant one, so I had the right of way. We slept with our AC at 58 degrees. And he had on a winter cap, and he had on, since we live in Florida, we did not have the gear, right? So he put socks on his poor little hands, and he put tons of sweaters on. And then, oh, by this time, let me tell you about how last time I told you about my and Jose big fights that we used to have in the car, and then how that got solved. Well, this is why we sleep like I'm going to tell you. We have one big mattress, a king size, but when we first got married, we slept under the same blanket. Now, I am a neat sleeper. I am able to turn over in the middle of the night and the covers stay perfect, right? I'm very aware of my sleeping. Jose sleeps like all over the place and messes up the covers, and we used to have such horrible fights. I would get out of bed and storm around to his side, and I would pull the covers off the bed, and then I would fix them, and I would make the bed in the middle of the night. Poor thing, because I can't stand to sleep with disorder. But anyway, so that's why we had a long time ago solved the problem that we slept on the same mattress, but he had his blankets and I had mine. So he had tons and tons, so many blankets on top of him because it was 58 degrees. I had a thin nightie and I had one thin sheet on me, and that was it. And that's how I was comfortable in the 58 degrees, because Timmy was making me like a sweat house, a sweat box. He was worth it. Anyway, so then when I think it's at 5 months that you get to take the x-ray, guess what? Timmy started out the way he is right now. He posed. He had his legs like this, and he was in all of his glory, and we knew we were having a boy. So that was the beginning. Then oh, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, the last 2 weeks of my pregnancy, I was so miserable that I wept. I am not exaggerating. I wept every day. I just wanted that baby out of me. So finally, in the middle of the night, it's just like Sarah. In the middle of the night, one night, and I think that, I forget if I was overdue or what, I don't remember. But in the middle of the night, I thought I had wet my bed, my water had broke, but we were scared because there was poop, biggies, we call it biggies. There was biggies in the water, it was brown, and that can really damage a child. So we were kind of scared, you know. Anyway, they let us come in right away. And, oh, I forgot to tell this about Sarah. Sarah, Jose, remember with Alexandria, Lexi, the camera broke. And then Hannah, you know, they couldn't really take pictures because she had the cord around her neck. But Sarah, once again, it was the perfect birth experience. Jose stood at the side and he got the most wonderful pictures of her being born. I mean, in all the detail, except I was kept private. I don't know how he did it. He did it like a miracle there. But anyway, well, I'll get to that part. I'll tell this part first. Anyway, just, maybe it was a sign of things to come, I guess. Timmy's photos were so pornographic. I don't know why, because Jose by this time knew the doctor, and the doctor said, come on up, you can get right up in here and take pictures. They were so pornographic that to this day, Timmy has not seen, as he says, my vajuju. That's what he calls it. But anyway, yes, we have very graphic pictures of Timmy. But before that happened, what happened was the doctor came in to check me. And by this time, him and Jose were buddies, right? The doctor came in to check me, and he says, oh, this baby's not coming for a while. And so he went out into the hallway or somewhere. He was off gossiping with the other doctors or something. And all of a sudden, I knew the baby was coming. And I had heard horror stories about when women tear from one hole to the other. I did not want that to happen. And I could feel the baby pressing in. And so I was just sitting there saying, cut me, cut me, cut me, cut me. And they went and got the doctor. Oh, sorry. Okay, so they're telling us to move. Oh, sorry, they're telling us to move. So anyway, I moved over here because they said that we couldn't be there. So, sorry. So anyway, cut me. No, I'm gonna finish it. And so then no, it's right here. We'll go over here. All right, no, we're not gonna do it over again. I'm taking the camera over here. It's fine, we'll go over here to their side. Okay, here we go. We're going on a walk because they got a little angry at us for filming right there. Okay, so here we go. We're moving on, and now we're on our side. So here we go. We're just gonna do it right there. And so anyway, cut me. And so then the doctor ran in, and he was so unnerved because he had messed up. He had been out there gossiping when he should have been in there taking care of me. And so anyway, then Timmy, they did it right and everything, but guess what happened? The epidural wore off while he was sewing me up. And I was saying, it hurts. And the doctor kind of rolled his eyes and it's fine, you're fine. How did he know that? But anyway, I got my boy and my wonderful guy, and look at where he is today. So that's all.